1 in 4 people over 60 falls every single year, and most of them fall right inside their own home, not outside, not on a hike, inside, in the kitchen, in the hallway, getting up from the couch. And here's the part that nobody talks about. The fall isn't really the problem. The problem started years earlier, when the legs quietly began to lose their strength. No pain, no warning, just a slow, invisible weakening that builds up until one day, the floor comes up to meet you. A broken hip, months in recovery, sometimes never fully coming back. But here's what I need you to know. This does not have to be your story. Today, I'm going to show you 8 simple exercises that rebuild your leg strength, improve your circulation, and train your body to never lose its balance. No gym, no equipment, no leaving your home. You can start today, right where you are. And stay with me until exercise number 6, because it targets a muscle that 90% of people have never trained in their life. And it may be the most important one of all. Exercise 8, Standing Knee Curl. Let's begin with exercise number 8, the Standing Knee Curl. This one looks easy, and that's exactly why most people don't take it seriously. Big mistake. Here's what's really happening in your body when you walk downstairs or a ramp. You're not just falling forward and catching yourself. Your hamstrings, the muscles at the back of your thigh, are working hard to slow you down and control every single step. They're your brakes. When those brakes are weak, every descent becomes a risk. Your leg shakes. Your knee buckles, and before you know it, you're grabbing for a railing that might not be there. To do this exercise, stand near a chair or wall and place one hand on it lightly. Bend one knee and slowly bring your heel up toward your backside. When it's at the top, hold for 2 seconds and feel that squeeze in the back of your thigh. Then, lower it down, slowly, with control. Don't drop it. That slow lowering is where the real strength is built. Watch out for this common mistake, letting your knees swing forward during the movement. Keep both knees lined up together. And don't use momentum. If you need to swing the leg up, slow down and support yourself better. Do 10 to 12 reps per leg, 2 to 3 sets. Rest 30 to 60 seconds between sets. Exercise 7, Seated Knee Extension. Exercise number 7 is the seated knee extension, and this one is about the muscle that literally holds you up. Your quadriceps, the front of your thigh. This muscle is what keeps your knee from collapsing when you stand up from a chair, climb a step, or get out of bed in the morning. When it weakens, you start to drop into your seat instead of lowering yourself down. You start grabbing furniture to stand up, and you may not even realize it's happening. Sit in a firm chair, back straight. Lift one leg and extend it out in front of you until it's level with the floor. Squeeze that thigh. Hold it for 2 seconds. Then lower it slowly without letting your foot touch the ground. Switch legs. The mistake people make here is letting the leg drop. They do the hard part, lifting, and then just let gravity do the rest. Don't. The lowering matters just as much. Control it all the way down. 10 to 15 reps per leg. 2 to 3 sets. If you feel discomfort in your kneecap, just shorten the range, don't go all the way to fully straight. That's perfectly fine. Exercise 6, Standing Hip Abduction. Now, exercise number 6, the one I told you about at the beginning. There is a small muscle on the side of your hip called the gluteus medius, and it does something remarkable. It stabilizes your entire pelvis every single time you take a step. Every single step. When this muscle is weak, your hip dips to the side with each stride. Your knee twists inward. Your lower back compensates. And your risk of tripping goes up dramatically, all because of one muscle that almost nobody trains. Even people who exercise regularly. Strong quads, decent hamstrings, but the gluteus medius is completely ignored. To train it, stand next to a chair, spine tall, torso completely still. Slowly raise one leg out to the side. Foot pointing forward, not up. Hold for 1 second at the top. Lower slowly. That's it. But here's the critical part. Your torso must not tilt. If you're leaning sideways to lift your leg, you're using your back muscles, not the right muscle. Reduce how high you're raising your leg and work up gradually over time. 10 to 12 reps per side, 2 to 3 sets. This one changes everything. Exercise 5. Stationary marching. Have you ever noticed someone walking with tiny shuffling steps, barely lifting their feet off the ground? That shuffle is one of the leading causes of falls inside the home, and it happens when the muscles that lift the knee stop doing their job. Exercise number 5. Stationary marching fixes exactly that. It retrains the pattern your brain and muscles need to lift your feet properly with every step. And as a bonus, it gets your blood moving, improves circulation in your legs, and gives your heart a gentle workout, all without leaving the room. Stand near a chair if you need support. Raise one knee up toward hip level. Lower it. Raise the other. Slow and steady to start. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your back straight. Don't rush. The goal isn't speed, it's actually lifting the knee. The mistake here is making tiny movements just for the sake of doing something. A little leg swing doesn't count. You need to actually raise that knee. 1 full minute of marching, twice a day. That's it. Simple and powerful. Exercise 4. Seated calf raise. Here's something that might surprise you. Your calves have a nickname, the second heart. And they earned it. When your heart pumps blood down to your feet, gravity makes it easy. But getting that blood back up against gravity, that's the calf's job. Every time your calf contracts, it squeezes the veins in your leg and pushes blood back toward your heart. When your calves are weak and inactive, especially if you're sitting for long periods, that return flow slows down. And the result is swelling in your feet and ankles, heaviness, poor circulation, and over time, more serious problems. Sit in a chair with your back straight. Place something with a little weight on your knees. A water bottle or a thick book works perfectly. Now slowly raise your heels off the floor, rising up onto the balls of your feet. Hold for 1 second at the top. Lower all the way back down. Don't rush through this. Slow, controlled repetitions. Heels all the way up, all the way down. 15 to 20 reps. 2 to 3 sets. Your legs will feel better by the end of the same day. Exercise 3. Glute bridge. Exercise number 3 targets the largest and most powerful muscle in your entire body, the gluteus maximus, your glutes. And here's the irony. The more time you spend sitting, the weaker this muscle becomes. The body literally learns to stop using it. And when that happens, the consequences are everywhere. Back pain, poor posture, wobbly stairs, difficulty rising from a chair, falls. Strong glutes push your body forward when you walk. They protect your knees by absorbing forces through the back of the body. When they're weak, your knees carry everything, and they weren't built for that. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Now press your feet into the floor and lift your hips up until your shoulders, hips, and knees form a straight line. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top. Hold 2 seconds. Then lower down slowly, vertebra by vertebra. If you feel this more in your lower back than your backside, move your feet slightly further away from your body. That simple adjustment puts the work right where it belongs. 10 to 15 reps. 2 to 3 sets. Can't get on the floor? A firm mattress works fine. Exercise 2. Single leg balance. We're getting close to the end now, and this next exercise is the most directly connected to not falling. Of all 8, this is the one that trains your body to catch itself before a fall even happens. Single leg balance. Your body has a system called proprioception. It's your body's ability to sense where it is in space. This is what keeps you from twisting your ankle on an uneven sidewalk. It's what makes tiny automatic corrections to your balance dozens of times every minute without you even noticing. As we age, this system slows down. The body becomes less accurate, the corrections come too late, and falls happen. Training balance daily is one of the most powerful things you can do to fight this. Stand beside a chair with one hand close to the backrest, for safety, not for leaning. Lift one foot off the floor and hold yourself steady on the other leg. Keep your foot flat. Eyes forward on a fixed point. Hold for 10 to 30 seconds. Switch sides. As you improve, try letting go of the chair for a few seconds. When you're ready, try closing your eyes. That forces your proprioceptive system to work at full power. Don't cheat by leaning on the chair the whole time. You won't get the benefit. Use it like a safety net. Always there, rarely needed. 2 to 3 sets, 10 to 30 seconds per side. Work up to 45 seconds over time. Exercise 1, ankle rotations. And finally, exercise number 1, the one most people completely dismiss, the one that might matter more than you think. Ankle rotations. Your ankle is the very first joint to hit the ground with every step. It needs to be mobile and responsive. When it stiffens up from sitting too long or from lack of use, it can't absorb impact properly. So that force travels up, to your knee, to your hip, to your spine. Everything above pays the price for a stiff ankle below. Rotating your ankle stimulates the production of synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your joints. It moves the tendons in all directions that normal walking never reaches, and it trains your ankle's own proprioception, keeping your nervous system sharp and your balance reliable. Sit or stand safely. Lift one foot off the floor and draw slow, large circles with your toes, as if you're painting in the air. 10 circles one way, 10 the other. Then, switch feet. Go slowly. Make the circles big. Small, fast circles don't do the job. If you hear crackling or feel a sandy sensation at first, don't panic. That's normal. It means the joint has been still for too long. With regular movement, it settles down. Do this twice a day, morning and evening. It takes less than 3 minutes, and the difference it makes in how your ankles and knees feel will surprise you. 8 exercises. No equipment. No gym. No excuses. Research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that older adults who do strengthening and balance exercises at least 3 times a week cut their risk of falling by up to 39%. That's not a small number. That's independence. That's being able to live in your own home, on your own terms, for years longer. The most important thing isn't how hard you work in any single session. It's that you keep showing up. Consistency beats intensity every time. One last tip. Try doing these exercises in the morning, before anything else. When you activate your leg muscles early in the day, you improve circulation for the entire day. Less swelling by evening. More confidence in every step. More energy throughout the day. If you want to keep going, we have another video on screen right now showing more movements that are helping people rebuild strength and mobility, no matter their age or current fitness level. Thank you for watching all the way to the end.